can do it. I can do it like all the other sewy girls. You too can make pants without a pattern. It just takes some wiggling. I need to put my hair up or something. It is like in the way, but that was wrong. So seam ripping. Why I film tutorials when I don't know what I'm doing. So we're just learning together.
Never been to California, never been to LA, so I'll stay home and write.
Morning friends! Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name's Glenna. If you're new here, welcome. This is my first like back to regular content video in a while. The last 3 videos have been mostly pregnancy related just because I just announced it on YouTube and just got into like back into my routine. I did my first trimester recap. I did, what else did I do? Oh, and I did like a little day in my life, just kind of showing like where my belly's at, which today, you can't really see it, but it's still pretty low. We still haven't had our anatomy scan yet, so we still don't know like what it is, but anyways, today I'm going to make some red gingham shorts. I'm gonna sew some shorts for the 4th of July. So this video won't go up until after the 4th of July, but I think that the red gingham is like super popular, and I also feel like it'd be really good for Labor Day if you wanted to make some shorts. But I just feel like the boxer shorts are super in this year, and I have this pair that I'm gonna use as like my pattern. So I'm gonna show you how to make it based off of a pair of shorts that I know fit me really well and that I really like and that have pockets. So I haven't put pockets on something in a very long time. We'll be figuring out how to do pockets together. I'm not gonna do the faux button in the front. I'm just gonna do them like kind of like this front right here. So if you're watching this after the 4th of July or maybe next year on the 4th of July, so that you could make your own little outfit, welcome. We're gonna sew together. I'm so excited. It's a very gloomy summer day, so this is like the perfect day to do this because it's like, it's super rainy outside. Not definitely not the day that you want to go to the pool or the lake or whatever. So if it's a rainy summer day where you are, let's spend it crafting together. I'm gonna go to my craft room right now and grab my sewing machine, my thread, my elastic, and a couple other things, and then I'm gonna get set up back here and then we'll chat again. I am out of breath from walking up the stairs. I totally forgot to pre-wash the fabric, so I have it in the laundry right now, so I won't be starting sewing for another like 45-ish minutes. But I haven't sewn anything since January, and I had this goal for this year to make 12 pieces of my own clothing. And I kind of like designed out what I wanted to do. It's gonna change a little bit because I don't necessarily want to make some of these like specifically for pregnant body. I want to make them to wear them more often, so I won't be able to wear some of them, but I am gonna make the boxer shorts because I still fit into like all my pre-pregnancy boxer shorts, so I'm like, oh, that's fine, I'll just wear them with the elastic. But that is what we have right here, and what I've been doing is coloring in the pieces that I've finished. So if you haven't seen this video, I will link it in the cards, but I talk through how I made this dress as like a tutorial. But today with the boxer shorts, I'm actually gonna do it like a tutorial. Like we're actually gonna do the process together. Some of the materials that I have are, I think I only needed 1 yard of the fabric, but I got the remnant, like the last, I got the end of the line. I forgot what they call that, but I have the end of the fabric. So I actually have more than a yard, but a yard is really all that you're gonna need if your shorts are gonna be like a size like small or medium. I'm pretty sure these are medium, yeah. So if your short's like a medium, then that's gonna be perfect. These are linen, and I got a cotton fabric because that's all that the gingham had. But I just got a piece of paper like this, which is actually a 2 piece of paper. This is like what they wrap your stuff in at Home Goods, but I'm going to use this to kind of make my pattern so that I'll be able to make more boxer shorts whenever I wanted. As long as somebody fits into a medium size boxer shorts, they'll be able to fit to this pattern. So I'm gonna wait until my stuff is done and come back to you. But basically I'm just gonna line up all the seams and make our shorts like this. Make a pattern piece. And then I'm going to use my rotary cutter, oops, hello, to cut it out. So I don't know if you can see, but I traced, and I'm gonna make the waistband a separate piece of fabric. So I finished this right there. I actually might extend this up a little bit so I just have a little bit more seam allowance. When I cut, I'll just cut like here. But then I kind of gave myself just like a 5/8, well really I gave it like the width of the presser foot so that I know where I want to sew, and then I'm gonna make it a little bit longer when I cut it just for a lot of space to hem. And then when you're tracing the outside, so this is the front piece, when you're tracing the outside, just extend the line straight up. I kind of followed a little bit of a curve, but I want more space up here for my elastic. I still have about 15 minutes left on the dryer, but I have my little pattern pieces cut out, and I also found this super cute star fabric. I'm very excited to sew today. I haven't sewn in a really long time, and I'm like finally in the groove of things. Now we have our clean, washed, freshly washed fabric. I'm going to lay it out and I'm going to cut my pieces. I just fully freehanded the pockets, so I have 4 pieces of fabric like this for either side. This is the way I do things that makes it really hard to like share with people what I'm doing. But I'm holding this at the bottom to see where it's gonna land. And then I'm holding up the width of my waistband to see where I want that, which would be about here. So that seam will be like halfway, so it'll be 1 inch. And I'm gonna cut out a strip of fabric on here that's 46 inches long, because that's all 4 of these, which will be cinched in, which will make it super cute. So 46 inches long, and then I want it to wrap over here, so it'll be like 5 inches wide, a strip of fabric, 46 inches long, 5 inches wide for my 2 inch of here. And then I'm gonna cut this at a loose right here. It's a very little piece of fabric I have left. So this is my waistband. Which will be right here. So that's where the shorts will land. So I'm gonna cut out 46 inches long, 5 inches wide of the rest of my fabric. And I think I'm actually gonna have enough to make a top, so we might figure that out later. And then I'm gonna sew the front pieces together. So I'm going to sew them right sides together along the front. So here. I'm going to cut one side down a little bit, and then I'm going to iron the other side over the cut side, and then sew along that seam so that this doesn't unravel and it's also not uncomfortable like against my skin. A mistake I made, and I actually had a seam rip, when you are sewing, don't sew this part. That's for later. That's how we get leg holes. I just sewed from here to here. So, front piece, almost done. Just have to finish it. This is probably not the way to do this, but this is how I'm gonna figure it out. So to put the pockets in, I'm going to measure on my pants how far the top of the inseam is from the bottom of the pocket, and that's how I'm gonna figure out where to put my pockets. So if I line up the hem down here and then measure from the bottom of the inseam to the bottom of the pocket, it's 2 inches, and then it's about 1/2 inch from the top of the waistband. So since I have 1 inch of fabric on the top of my pants that'll go on my waistband, I'm gonna measure 1.5 inches from the top and make a notch and go from there. Okay, I think I've begun to understand. I'll set you up here. Okay, so this is my front piece of fabric. So right sides together, I'm taking 1/2 of the pocket angled down, and I'm just going to sew along this edge and make it look pretty. Then on the back, I did the same thing. This is the back. So it'll be like this, and the pocket will be flipped in when it's done. I don't know if this is making sense. I was just asking my husband a second ago, kind of rhetorically, but also not, why I film tutorials when I don't know what I'm doing. So we're just learning together. But you too can make pants without a pattern. It just takes some wiggling. So then once these pieces are sewn down and like looking pretty, then I'm going to sew the front to the back and then sew like along the pocket like this. And then when I flip it around, the pocket will go in and it should look nice. We'll find out together. It is the next day. I'm not sure where we ended off yesterday, like as far as what I said I was about to do, but I did attach the pockets to the pants, and I'm just gonna like do a little zigzag stitch because I don't have a serger. So I'm just gonna do like a little zigzag stitch along there to keep it from fraying. And then I'm going to iron it open and do the same to the bottoms. But time has passed because yesterday I got a call that our car was ready to be picked up. We had just taken it to go get some stuff like altered on it. So our car was ready to go get picked up, and we picked that up, and then Andrew and I were very like tired and just feeling really, I don't know, wanting to get some outdoor time. So we went to the pool for a little bit, came home about 8 o'clock, showered, and then I was a zombie. Like I was so tired. I was like, I can't even imagine staying up to sew or to like even turn back on my machine. I was so tired. So we're gonna finish our shorts today. So I'm gonna do those 2 things, finish sewing the pockets in the back, overcast both of them, and then iron them like open, and then we'll come back and we'll look at what we're doing. After I overlocked it, I pressed the seam down. Now I'm going to line this up, and I'm going to pin along the edge here and just do both sides together, and then I'll come back and pin the crotch and sew it. This is like the moment of truth because I'm gonna put it right side out. I need to put my hair up or something. It is like in the way. Okay, it looks really big right now, but I think that they'll be like the perfect amount of baggy when the, what's the word? Elastic is in. Oh my gosh, they look like shorts. So yeah, the top will like be like cinched up. I think that they'll be super cute. I'm going to try them on real fast, and then I'm going to flip them back around and finish the seams the same way that I finished the pockets, just with that little overcast stitch. But they look so good, and I'll just need to like press some seams after I finish the stitches. But like, look at the pockets. I can't see this. So this is going to be the waistband. This is that 46-inch piece of fabric that's 5 inches wide depth. And I'm just going to quickly just regular stitch across here to make it a loop, and then I'm going to do the same and make a loop with my elastic. So I'm going to sew it to where the elastic is always inside and I don't have to feed it through. Okay, I'm going to press the seam open with my iron so that it lays nicely, and then I also have my loop of fabric. I sewed basically like a little, I don't know if you can see that, but I just sewed like a line down, and then I made it like a little box to make it super secure. I don't understand how other sewing girlies make this look so easy. So I sewed right sides together, the waistband to the pants, and then I put the elastic in there, and now I'm trying to pin the, I guess wrong sides together. I'm trying to pin around the elastic, but I'm like, why is everyone talking about how this is so much easier than just feeding the elastic through? I'm like, feeding the elastic through is 1,000 times easier. I just want to be able to do it around here. But I suppose I can, it's just stretch the elastic. It should be easier with another set of hands, you know? No, I can do it. I can do it like this. I can do it like all the other sewy girls. Okay, so I have it in there. I'm just gonna pull the elastic so that the fabric is together. And I'm going to do a zigzag stitch to attach them so that it's a little bit more secure, since that will be the finished edge. So I'm pulling the elastic and sewing. Okay, so that was difficult but doable. So there are just a couple of spots that didn't quite catch, so I'm gonna go back over those, but it worked. I mean, this is a waistband and the elastic's already inside. So now I'm just gonna go through and make sure that that every spot is sewn completely. So I gotta like fix spots like this that aren't. And then I'm gonna flip it around and I'm going to iron that seam down, and then we're going to stretch the elastic and sew lines through so it's more like that Scandinavian look, or like this. Technically the waistband could be down here, but I really like the look of this like Scandinavian waistband, so we're going to test it out. I'm gonna find the back of my pants in the middle. I'm gonna start there, and I'm just going to stretch it. Huh, can't even see that seam. Crazy. I'm gonna stretch it, and then I'm just gonna sew in the stretch. We're so close to being done. Look at that. It looks so cute. I just did 3 lines, and now I'm going to hem them. So earlier when I put them on, I noticed that I was kind of wanting like a 3-inch hem. So this is my inseam right now, and it's just like kind of long. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn them inside out, and then I'm gonna do a rolled hem. So since I'm gonna do 3 inches, it actually might be the perfect structure if I just do like 1.5 and then 1.5, and then I'm going to sew along this line and just leave it at that. So let's go prep my hem and I'll show you. So I started with just 1 inch, and you can see that they're still pretty long, and I kind of want them to hit like here. So I want it a little bit longer in the front and a little bit higher on the side. So I think that is where I'm gonna pin it, and that's the guide I'm gonna use. Yeah. I almost forgot to share what I was doing to hem it. So this is the side that I pinned and ironed, but there's so much excess fabric over there that what I did, where did it go? That I want to cut some off so that the hem is not this large. So I measured from the middle of the inseam out, and then, which is like 3.25 on mine, and then I measured it on the other side, and then I added 1 inch. So it'll still be a 1 inch roll, and then I pinned it. And then I did the same thing on the other side. I measured from the bottom of the pocket to the bottom of the hem, and then, which is also 3 1/4. And then I measured it on this side from the bottom of the hem to where 3 1/4 would be, and then I added 1 inch. So I'm going to just cut a little diagonal line and then iron it and then hem it, and then we'll do the same thing to the guide side. Okay, it is ready to sew the hem. I've tried them on, they're even, I like the way it's fitting. So now it is time to sew. Moment of truth, flipping them right side out. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I love them. And we'll check the inseam. That's even. Check the sides. Make sure they're even. They are cute. Okay, so to finish them, I had this little piece of fabric, right, with the little stars on it. I think I might just cut a square and then put like a little, here I'll fold it so you can kind of get the visual, but put like a little that bit on the front because I feel like that's just super cute for little boxers. And it also helped me keep track of which way the front is, because I did make the hem a little bit longer in the back just because that's how I prefer it. So I'm going to cut this and do that real fast. They are done. I just put a little like loop-de-loop stitch on the stars, but that is the front. I'm going to go style them. My belly. They're so cute. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave a comment down below of what you think I should try to make next that we can figure out together, and also when you want to see it by. So if we're looking at fall outfits or making scandy pants like long pants, let me know what time you want to see it, because technically I did make these for the 4th of July, but you're not seeing this until after the 4th of July. So let me know when you would like your suggestion, when you would like the video for your suggestion to be up and running. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoy my channel, and subscribe and stick around and we can be friends. Okay, bye.